Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
What's going on, buddy?
We are here to cover The Bachelor. This is season 27, episode 7. This is Zach's season. We are in Budapest this week. We are at the very pivotal week prior to hometown. So we have to get down to the final 4 women, which at the beginning of the episode, we started with 7. So I was like, wow, like, are we about to literally cut our cast in half? And that, in fact, happened, Brian. I mean, we're going to run through the episode here, but we had 3 eliminations tonight, 2 before the rose ceremony. I actually was getting ready to come on this review and be upset that we weren't going to get a rose ceremony, I thought, but Zach did follow through. We did get a rose ceremony. Of the 3 women eliminated, were any of the 3 a shock to you?
Not really.
We're talking about obviously Kat, we are talking about Brooklyn, and we are talking about I Am Greer. Uh, I think out of the 3, Brooklyn probably the biggest surprise. I thought maybe she was a top 4 contender just based upon getting a second one-on-one, but I should have thought about that before. Second one-on-one this late. When Katie got it, I wasn't worried about that. I'm like, no, Katie's
Mhm.
not getting eliminated. This is like you're the number 1 overall seed going in type thing. I thought that when that second date with Brooklyn, though, it seemed like it was going well. They met the old men in the
Yeah,
Turkish baths, basically. That whole scene reminded me of Euro Trip where they go to the nude beach. It's supposed to the idea of going to this like public sauna sounds like this sexy date, right? And then you go and everyone's old. There was not another person that was young at that entire spa.
it was like almost a carbon copy of last week.
They love their spa dates this year. I mean,
Yeah, these run-ins with people
and the old
are
people.
totally
Yeah.
fake.
Oh, the contrived. She looked like she liked you a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Same,
Okay. Yeah.
and like, what
Yeah.
was
Well,
the
I'm about to
first one?
dump her tonight, by the way. So
Yeah, exactly. The first was the first one-on-one where the person's like, "Oh, will you get married?" Of course,
yeah,
the one person can speak like great English.
the lady, come here. Come say this line for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Um. So yeah, we said Budapest is the location. Katie gets the first one-on-one date. Katie's my great hope. If you watch this first time ever watching Reality Guys, we always do season previews of all of the seasons we watch. We make predictions. I predicted Katie beginning of the year. She's my best hope of getting a win here. I just need her to keep plugging along, play some mistake free ball, and get across the finish line.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the only thing in their way are the families. That's the last like true. That's how we're gonna get a gauge of how things are. The final.
Families, and we'll talk about the preview at the end, but I don't know if she's the one that he gets physical with on the one of the first uh fantasy suite dates coming up. Also, programming note next week, guys, there are 2 episodes. I don't know that we're going to cover both. I think we'll probably just cover Monday nights, which is the actual episode. The Women Tell All. You could go to our TikTok, which is a nice, easy plug here to subscribe to our TikTok. Really been growing recently. We cover reality TV news, 60-second reviews of things. Right now, Brian's doing Love Island. We'll move on to some other show once that's done. Give Brian a break, and we'll find something easier that's like once a week instead of 17 times a day.
Please.
But yeah, moving on. Listen, the Katie date was corny. They wrote love notes on a typewriter. They shared some intimate thoughts. She got the date. Like I said, she's moving on to hometown.
Mm.
So I mean, good on her. Like I said, she's played mistake free ball the whole season. So can't really say anything bad about her. The group date though, I got a problem with. Got a real problem with the group date, Brian. I have cardinal rules of the Bachelor franchise, people, things that they should stop doing. One of them is no voodoo or black magic or witchcraft. And they had a damn mentalist in there. That's the same exact thing. I don't like somebody reading my mind. Get out of here, Charles Xavier, wannabe, beat it. I don't like it, dude. Like, I mean, do you believe in it? I don't know how.
No,
Like, you don't. You somehow
no.
think that they are setting this up.
Yeah, what I think a lot of these questions they probably asked on the interview process, and then
Yep.
they just feed this guy the info.
And he takes a good shot. I
And he,
really would love to know if somebody actually if he got one wrong one time and they just don't show that.
like, I just it's And you know what I love about it, or no, what I love as a viewer, like I hate it. I think it's dumb, but I love how Zach, like any answer, he's just like, hmm, that's really gonna weigh into my decision making, and that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Takes everything into account when you shouldn't. Some of these things
That's a
aren't.
huge problem.
Well, that happened to Kat
Like the
basically.
complete opposite of your rules. Like you can't be in on these things. Like it's big red flag, huge red flag.
He's a wizard.
Why is it so often? I don't even keep every episode is like magic or like the like you said, dumb spot date, magic. They have no originality on the show. 0%
Dude,
originality.
it seems like they're like, I'm sorry. Like we've been pretty positive. So we're not here. People are coming here to hear us super complain. It's like I just feel like this is such a rinse repeat season, right? Like this is like the ultimate like phoned home season. Like because when this season is over, I don't think. I mean, I don't know if there's a Bachelorette starting right up. I hope not. I hope they give us a few months, honestly, dude. Like I would
Yeah,
honestly prefer them to
brutal.
give us a few months. What are we in right now? March. Start it in like May or June or something like that. Have it run into Claim to Fame or something like that, starting in the summer, and give us Paradise around like Labor Day again. Like I think they need to let some stuff breathe. I think they're just trying to pump out. I don't know why they're trying to pump out seasons all of a sudden again. It hasn't been great. At least like things like Survivor and all things that we think sometimes aren't super great all the time. They do take their damn time. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
comment below if you think I'm crazy, like honestly, but
I
like
just
I love this show and I just want it to be
I
better.
just don't know how you can go to these places in Europe and the thing you're gonna do is a mentalist. Like you're telling me you can't go see like a famous structure or like build maybe go to like bake some cakes or something
Food.
of the culture. Like you're the mentalist is not the culture of Hungary.
Call Phil Keo and he'll help you out. Like he will
Anything.
call our boy Logan. I know Logan's not watching our Bachelor reviews right now. Logan's in the middle of some country somewhere, but like literally there are plenty of places to see everywhere. And like you said, Brian, like these when
It's
they're
just
in the US,
lazy. It's honestly lazy.
it's crazy that the US dates have like more originality. At least they're doing like Bachelor Bowl and they're doing some of the
Yeah,
goofy
it's
like game
lazy.
show type things. But
So lazy.
yeah, it is. I agree. I agree. Another thing that's lazy. He got rid of I am Greer. That was just like he's like, you know what? You got COVID. You were crying a lot before. We didn't really have any one-on-one time since the very beginning. You're out. She got a bad draw. Like she got COVID from him, basically.
Yeah, I hope she I know we said we're not gonna do women tell episode, but we might have to game time decision that. But if somebody
Well,
goes
if
off,
somebody like goes after each other,
yeah,
then
I
yes.
hope so, man. Somebody needs to just like let the lid off.
I just don't have the faith that it's going to be super
Hmm.
intense, but we'll see. Um, yeah, I mean, besides that, like we said, the Zach at Brooklyn seemed like they had a good one-on-one date. He, but says that, and it was corny, but I do get what he's saying. He's like, you come from a family that's like got a lot of love in it and like long-term relationships, and like I'm just not feeling that level with you because I'm gonna pick Katie. That's maybe me throwing that in there a little bit.
Yeah, like right. Doesn't everyone that's left have some story of you can? I think you can plug and play anybody there that's left, and he could if he didn't like them, he could get the cop out.
So this is we have the last final four. So congratulations, women. I remember a time back when we were covering like Matt James and stuff, right? We were freaked out over like the making the final four because it was very dramatic to get to the final four. It wasn't
Mhm.
dramatic because why couldn't he eliminate them at the rose ceremony?
I was gonna bring this up. Like, I'm sick of watching rose ceremonies where like
The leftover.
one person left. Like, hasn't it been weeks now that people are just being eliminated pre-rose ceremony? Like, why do you have to eliminate Greer there? Just string her along.
Let her go on. Yeah, let her go on the group date. Why can't she get her mind read by the mentalist and then go? You know what I mean? I just it's again, this is what I'm talking about, like the lack of like effort. Like, why are you just letting this dude just eliminate them? Like producers step in and be like, look, do not eliminate this chick on this date.
Yeah,
Like, do not do
you
it.
need some
Don't
suspense at the rose ceremony instead of
that
like
rose ceremony with three out of seven getting eliminated. They should have had
yeah,
no one-on-one. This here you go. Here's a free fun idea. No one-on-one or group roses during this week when you're going in. You get seven and only four go in. No one's safe going into the rose
yeah. I
ceremony,
agree,
dude.
man.
Battle Royale, make the cocktail party matter. There's the tension. Like you said, there was no tension with
Nothing.
one person out of three getting eliminated.
It's not interesting.
They knew who was
Her
getting
match.
eliminated. There was no way Charity or Ariel was going to get eliminated before Kat. Like Kat was crying the whole week. Like, come on, again, guys. Like, we're trying to help here. These are easy mistakes. I'm talking about like Kat playing mistake-free ball. The producers are not playing mistake-free ball right now. Don't let this dude just he's eliminated everybody sitting on a porch or being on a date. Like, stop it. Stop it, dude. Stop it.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. It's not fun to watch.
it's crazy now. Like I said, like I felt like the season's gone along quickly, but we have gone 7 weeks. And the reason it feels like it's gone quickly, Brian, like you said, is like I don't have to track crazy rose ceremonies anymore. I don't have to track, like, honestly, I'm about to sound like a crazy person. Like, where are like the cliffhanger episodes?
Yep.
Where are the none where I used to complain at the end of things where it was like, no rose ceremony? Like, why
Yeah.
are they doing like, I used to have those because, but at least it's because they were stuff was happening. People were fighting and there was like walkouts or like, they don't that it is so this is the cleanest season I've ever seen. Like, I don't know.
It's boring, man.
I don't know. 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 Final four, Brian. Katie, Gabby, Ariel, Charity. Uh, I'm gonna say we're gonna go Katie, Charity, and Ariel. Final three. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's gonna be Katie Ariel.
I like Ariel. Like
I
Ariel
almost
a
don't
lot.
want her to win. I think she'd be a better bachelor.
Bachelorette. So you think one of these fun? Do you think one of these final four women is also the next Bachelorette? They apparently that's out there now. I'm not looking. People, we don't
I
look.
just think it would be like to me,
Who else
like
could it
who,
be?
like I just looking at the final, like I think, like I don't know, it's something about Ariel. She just has like that look to me.
Yeah, she's cool too. And I know what they say too. She is like a little mysterious and stuff too, which
That's
I
why I
like.
think that she'd be good. And like I don't know,
I think
there's
it's a
nothing against the
default
other
too,
women
right? Or
there.
am I crazy to say if Katie somehow doesn't win, she would be the Bachelorette? Like she would be like she's wholesome. That's what they like.
Is she that interesting? Honestly,
No, she's not. That's not the
no, like
point.
that's not good. We don't want that.
No,
We
I
don't.
agree with you. I'm not mad like this. I'm not saying that you don't realize that, but they don't. It doesn't seem like that's the point. Could we get like a Juan Pablo, please? Can
Yeah,
we, like,
honestly, just somebody random would be like, these ties, like they stink.
there's got to be plenty of old bachelors or bachelorettes that like are not with anyone, like most of them. Bring one of them back. Like, let them bring somebody like we like from Paradise, dude. Honestly, like any we've seen some of these people over multiple seasons. Let them come back and be like a mainstay. Like, I would be way more entertained if, like, I know it sounds stupid, but if it was like Aaron or like, or if what was our boy that got crapped on and he's like engaged now, but like he was like the villain.
Thomas,
Thomas, like say Thomas had been like still single, right? Like, bring someone like that back. There's a lot of them. Like,
I wonder if like people from the show are just like saying no because how it's going. I wonder if they just won't release that, but they're asking people and they're just like, I'd rather not. Like, because Andrew S was like, no, and
yeah,
maybe they
well,
won't release it anymore because they're embarrassed.
Andrew S would have been so good. Andrew S would have been
All
so
right, because he's interesting, and then we just get white bread after we get it. Like we have a white bread, Zach, Clayton, and the mayonnaise, and we just slap it together. This is what we get.
good. ABC's the man. We're the mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Yeah. So look, that's our review here. Check out everything else we have going on the channel. We mentioned the TikTok, but as far as YouTube reviews, we have things like Below Deck, Survivor, Married at First Sight, 90 Day Fiance, MILF Manor, Jersey Shore, all going on right now. Really, basically, if there's anything you want covered, we're covering it. Throw it in the comments if there's something that you think we should check out. A few more weeks from now, Love is Blind season 4 will premiere. We
Thanks.
also do have the premiere this week of the Challenge Global Championships. We'll figure out somebody will be covering that. Maybe Brian, somebody not Brian. I mean, maybe Brett.
Oh no, 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 no! You've gone too far.
But like, I'll cover it on. I'll always cover it on TikTok. But like, there also be some form of YouTube review. Yeah. But until the next review, for myself and Brian, thank you. Peace.